Hey everyone, Tim here from Two and Change. Now I know what you're thinking. Where is my brand new episode? Well, with all the news that we had this week, we decided that we needed a week off just to collect our thoughts and, let's face it, recover from St. Patrick's Day. Anyway, enjoy a repeat of our very first episode where we wondered about Justin Trudeau's socks. Enjoy the show, and we will see you next week.
The views expressed in the following podcast are presented by people who might wake up tomorrow regretting how many drinks they had, and do not necessarily reflect the views of their employers, affiliates, spouses, friends, or the very concerned pastors and priests who are probably listening and praying frantically for their souls right now. They might not even reflect the views of their sober selves. Your mileage may vary.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. Today's podcast is going to be about Justin Trudeau's socks. It's all yours, boys.
What?
Huh?
Justin Trudeau's socks.
That's going to be an interesting one.
Can we get some more, background, some context here, Doug?
Well,
I need pictures.
Yeah, well, we can look up pictures. That's for something we can sure do. Apparently, it broke the internet, whatever breaking the internet means.
What's her face? The Cardassian, whatever, her butt.
Yeah, that one there, yeah. I think I'm going to need more scotch for this one.
Yeah, you know what, though? I think if you can land champagne on your ass, you have definitely probably qualified for breaking
I can put champagne on my ass.
Just how long? Please don't put champagne on your ass.
Wait. On or in?
This is just getting too graphic, Tim.
A little
Are you
bit.
enjoying your beer, by the way?
It is good.
As is this. It's a fantastic Collingwood. I'm loving it.
Are you drinking Collingwood right now? Or
Yeah, we've got a Collingwood. I believe it's a blend Canadian whiskey.
I thought you were doing Lefroy right now.
This is the Lefroy. Yes, I finished the Collingwood earlier. That was a fantastic. By the way, I appreciate you providing all of the booze for this evening, Tim.
Hey, cheers.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Initial podcast, why not?
Why not? Yeah, we'll spring for maybe a little bit more on the next time.
Josh, what are you drinking?
The same as you, Tim. I am drinking the Steam Whistle right out of Toronto. Can't complain about that.
Yep. Oh, we should probably say the name of the podcast. Are we still calling it Two In?
I think we're calling it 2 in.
I think we're 2 in. Yeah.
So the whole point behind this podcast is that it's basically just random, free-floating, not hostility, but...
It might be hostile.
It could get hostile.
It could get hostile depending on the subject, but
we go into this with a couple drinks in, right? That's kind of the thing. So it's
2
like,
drinks minimum before we're allowed to participate, which means that we're either going to be very loose or very upset about what happens.
The rules are you got to keep drinking during the podcast. The drink tally doesn't start until all the parties are present. So if you had a few before everyone shows up, yeah, you're gonna have to catch up.
Maybe it goes without saying that we're probably going to be entertaining more than educating on this one, but that's okay. We don't mind doing that.
I claim neither to be an expert on any subject, nor one who is educated on anything else. So, that being said, back onto the 2 beer thing, I'm probably about 4 in now, so it's going to be an interesting first podcast.
Number 3 currently.
And I'm on number 5, because I had a couple before Josh got
I have the advantage.
But I'm a drunkard, so I have tolerance.
There you go. I like
The
it.
lush,
So,
Tim. You
Should
are
we introduce
lush.
ourselves a little bit? Tim,
I'm Tim.
There's Tim. What else we got?
And a few words. I'm Josh. I think I'll just go ahead and go with that trend. Why not?
You know what? I'll join in on that as well. It's Mike. And I might call myself Tim if I say something really embarrassing.
Yes, because your voice is not distinctive like mine.
Not at all, but
Not
I
at
can
all.
go Scottish if you want me to.
Dude, you're blowing the surprise.
I am.
Because the accent, it's a surprise with the accent at the beginning with the intro.
It is.
They're not supposed to know it's you, man.
It's not supposed to know it's me.
It's going to be a whole Hugh Laurie
Because
thing.
what if I
in
go
house.
Southern
Everyone's like, what
country
the
next
fuck is he saying?
Well, I think your English sounded a little bit more like a South Park Canadian. But
That's because I'm 2 drinks in, Tim.
okay.
I'll record this in between episodes when I'm
Oh,
sober.
chewy socks.
Okay,
Are
so
those Chewbacca socks for real?
okay, so today's topic is Justin Trudeau's socks, and we just sort of free float from there, and then we just see where we wind up after half an hour, whether it be a fist fight,
All of us leaning over a toilet bowl?
That probably
or
won't
just
happen.
maybe just a hug, because sometimes a guy wants to feel safe.
There.
Anyway, So we're just going through this website here, and we found Justin Trudeau's socks are breaking the internet. And we found these Chewbacca socks. Here he is wearing C-3PO and R2-D2 socks. Here he is wearing Canadian socks. I'd wear a pair. It's
That was shortly after he was inaugurated.
Except it's a white leaf and red socks. It's kind of annoying.
How's that annoying?
Does that bother you?
Yes, it should be white with red maple leaf.
You're like those people who sell the poppies where the thing is the wrong color and they get all butthurt about it. Is that you?
Oh, the white poppies?
Yeah, the white poppies.
I'm all for the white poppies.
Yeah, we're coming up on Remembrance Day.
Okay, so here's the Rainbow Bright knee socks. They're not knee socks. I'm just assuming they go up to the knee.
That's a good assumption for this.
For
guy.
Justin Trudeau, that makes sense.
All right, so here's my favorite pair of socks. NATO socks.
He's got a really pointy ankle.
Well,
Like, what's up with his ankle? It's like a super. I know. This
Dude works
podcast
out.
and you can't see it, but it's
that's
like
an ankle muscle.
That's an ankle muscle.
Ankle
That's
muscle.
fantastic. Yeah. So NATO socks. That tells me that either every governmental organization on the planet has swag, or he got those custom made. He has to know that these things are being noticed around the world.
Well, no, but here's the thing, right? If you ever got anything custom printed, you can't just get one pair custom printed. You gotta get like 500 pairs, and even just Trudeau's not gonna get 500 pairs of NATO socks. So that either means everyone got really crappy Christmas gifts one year, or someone else got NATO socks. It's like at the conference, right?
where does that stop? Do you get like NATO ties? There's like somebody for their Father's Day gift, like like the NATO symbol. What are you gonna wear that to work? Be like, yeah, I'm wearing this to work, and I don't work in NATO, but this is the most pretentious tie that I could come up with. Like,
Are you saying you would not wear NATO socks?
I'm saying that if I got 500 NATO socks that I got custom printed, and I gave a pair to the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and he wore them in a place where a camera could take a picture of them, I would be the most honored Canadian citizen in human history.
you know what? I'm not gonna lie. If I got 500 pairs of NATO socks, I'd be completely thrilled because I wouldn't have to buy socks. It would be awesome.
Well, assuming you're not going to do laundry, right? I mean,
Ever.
That's like a year and a half worth of socks. Like, do the math. 365 times 1
a year and like 3/4.
Yeah,
It's
still.
like I was told there'd be no math, right? So,
There's no math.
No
Are
math.
you kidding? This far in, we're well past math now.
Well, we can do relative math.
Well, two in's not that many. See, the whole thing behind two in is that you don't want to have like a drunken podcast, because then you ever watch that episode of The Simpsons where Lisa has the grammar robot and Homer's at Moe's going, "You ever see that Blue Man Group?" I don't know why I made Homer
So
Simpson.
I'm not
sound
sure about this Homer Simpson.
I'm not sure.
Although
either.
I do like the Homer Simpson. Speaking of Simpsons, I always think of when the intelligence. I think of the one where he like finally gets the crayon out of his nose, and then he's actually like super articulate.
Extended
intelligent.
warranty.
And then and then he cause
USA. That's about right.
Somehow we got from Justin Trudeau's socks to The Simpsons, but that's cool. We'll go.
that's sort of the nature of the show.
It is.
It's a little tangential.
Can you even call it a show right now?
It's a show. Absolutely.
We haven't even picked a provider yet.
We
I
haven't.
will
No.
find
Well, okay,
one.
I'm shopping this out to CBC, CTV. I've got some interest from Fox News and Al Jazeera for some reason.
I'm not sure where that came from, but you know what? I know a couple of Saudi princes who might be interested in picking this one up, as long as we can translate it into their whatever their holy language is in Wahhabism.
Actually, funny thing is that you say that, but I did get an email from a Nigerian prince who is very interested in doing some financing for us.
I'm sure he.
But we need a PayPal account, and we don't have that yet.
People still use that apparently over in Nigeria. I feel so bad for them.
I don't.
No?
You know why I don't?
Why?
Because you gotta know by now. You got, like, okay, so recently I'm doing a project with another friend of mine to set up, like, this beer excursion sort of thing, right? We kind of talked about it earlier, but the whole idea is that, we do beer excursions and tastings, that sort of thing. So I registered a domain for this. This is not a plug, so I'm not going to mention the name of the website. So I registered a domain, and within 20 minutes, I'm getting call after call after call from, like, your Windows has a virus, to your Windows has a virus, to Peter Johnson from...
Your American Express card, which you don't have, is recently giving you $500
And then
gift certificate.
email after email. Like, I paid GoDaddy for the protection. Like, as soon as I put it on the internet, everyone's like, well, that's a problem. You went with GoDaddy? Like, God damn it, it was cheap. I don't know, but...
Also the email from, are you disappointed with the size of your man package?
And I'm like, how did they know?
There's a pill for that, apparently.
And not FDA approved, mind you.
Well, I mean, it's FDA is, we're not in the United States.
We really love Theodore Roosevelt for the FDA.
Wait, was that Teddy Roosevelt?
It was, yeah, he was doing the FDA Food and Drugs. That was Teddy Roosevelt, and the only reason I know that is because of the epic rap battle that was about it between Churchill and Theodore. How do you people not know about this?
No, Epic Rap Battle's amazing. I just funny that's where you learned that from.
It's a very educational YouTube channel.
Who's listening?
Stop sliding your chair.
Okay, fine.
Oh, yeah. See, you're gonna get
smacking your ring on the table.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. See,
jeez.
So calm down.
I'm trying to run a professional podcast here.
I know, right? It's like this table.
We're never going to be picked up by the CBC if you don't.
If we don't have rings banging off the table. What?
Jan Gomeshi got picked up, so we got a chance.
He got picked up? Where's he working now?
Oh, I don't know. He just got picked up initially by the CBC. I mean, like...
John Gomeshi?
Yeah, you know the guy who was, I don't know, spanking Wayne or something.
No, like, choking him half to death.
I think that might have been more
without their permission, which somehow isn't a constitutional crime.
Well, here's the thing, right? This is the way I've always figured consent works, right? If there's a question if you had consent, you don't have consent.
That's kind of like saying, that's like, right? I'm not racist, but, like, it's the basic same premise. If you have to question it, it's probably not the right thing to do.
Disclosures like that are almost universally false, and they usually mean the exact opposite of what they mean. Yeah. Let me just say I respect all females.
So, no. We're kind of on a tangent, but back to Justin Trudeau's socks.
Right, the amazing Chewbacca socks.
So
they're amazing socks. I want several pairs.
I mean, the socks are cool, but what's this, like... So to get into sort of the idea, like, since he's like this
celebrity,
he's got this cult of personality, but he's also like this sort of I don't know, like sex god
for the
or
record,
something.
I just want to put it out there. If the opportunity came up, I'm straight, I'm married happily, but I would have sex with Justin Trudeau.
Thank you very much.
How many drinks are you in now?
Not enough to turn me gay, but you know what? For Justin Trudeau, I could learn.
Now, it's
just for the story of it.
I suppose that would be an interesting story, although now that you've mentioned it, we now have approximately 0 chance of ever having him on our show as a guest, so thank you for that, I guess.
I think our chances may have actually improved.
Maybe after that. But you know what? I mean, if we're going to talk about people who are trying to first sex appeal, I mean, we might as well go ahead and mention Ivanka Trump. Putin always seems to be shirtless on a horse.
I would not. No.
And shirtless everywhere else.
And shirtless. What's up with the no shirts? Do they not have shirts in Russia?
Let's be real for a minute. Dude is buff as hell.
For 50-something years old, it's 50.
Oh, Putin's like in his 70s, dude.
He's 70s, I don't know. Well, he was KGB.
He does not look that good in his 70s. Well, don't get me wrong. Criminal mastermind. Hate everything the guy stands for, but everything he walks away from looks like it should be exploding.
He does kind of look like the Russian James Bond in every picture he ever has taken.
You could even make him pass for a Daniel Craig, I suppose.
Kinda.
Well, the thing is with Putin is that he stays in amazing shape. I mean, he literally wrote like the judo manual. He ex-KGB, works out like a banshee. Like probably spends like 2. I don't imagine he spends that much time governing. I mean, it's more about personal enrichment, I suppose. But
personal enrichment, also presenting a Russian face to the world. I feel like that's what he's up to.
He makes a lot of decisions and does a lot of things. I think he's an interesting individual. He's terrible, but he's an interesting individual.
Sure.
Could you imagine working out with like Putin? You'd be like, yeah, let's go do a bench press. And you're like, that's Vladimir next to me. I'm a little intimidated. I don't know what to do.
He's bench press. What's with your 80 kilograms? Give me 120 kilograms.
You know, sit on top.
Okay, next time you do the intro, you got to do a Russian accent.
I will do Russian accent. We do Russian for accent. Yes, we do disclaimer in Russian accent. It's good.
In Russia, we have good podcasts.
But you must include something about staying warm, because every time I think Russian or don't go like Yakov Smirnov in Soviet Russia podcast you.
Exactly. Yeah. That's been overdone. We do something like is people who might regret how much vodka they have tomorrow is good. Yeah. Yeah, the priest or czar.
Maybe you regret it, maybe you don't.
Maybe not, probably not. We all hold liquor here. He's good.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, audience, if there is one.
Dude, no one's listening to this. No one's gonna listen to this.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure this may actually qualify as a deportable offense in some provinces. This podcast.
Probably.
Most likely Alberta. It's fine. We love you, Alberta, but
Yeah, we love you, Alberta. We love you, Rachel Notley, I guess, as a person.
hey,
maybe.
whoa! Rachel Notley's all right. She has some.
Again with the smacking of the ring, Josh.
Is that right?
Quit the smacking the
Okay,
ring.
you know
oh,
what?
I also named Super Mario.
Oh, there
There
you
you
go.
go. Quit the smacking the ring.
Isn't that Luigi?
And there's a hate crime in Italy now.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Luigi and Mario, the voice of Luigi Mario is literally a fucking white guy. Like, it's not an Italian dude at all.
Oh, okay. So the whole thing with like Mario becoming like the hey, it's me, Mario, which kind of makes sense. But I remember like in the 80s, he was like a plumber from Brooklyn. That's what I associated with him.
But I've never
Because-
heard the Brooklyn accent from the guy.
Except when Mario, there was a live show with Mario from the 80s. I don't know if you guys ever saw this, or maybe I know I'm slightly older than you guys. But
You're
there was
not
a live.
slightly older than we are.
I'm slightly older.
A couple of years at most.
That doesn't
Well,
count.
but slight makes a difference. Like, for example,
does,
I'm a
it
little
does,
bit
yeah.
older than my sisters, mean I don't get the whole Pokemon Harry Potter thing, right? 'Cause
Whoa,
I'm a
whoa,
little-
whoa! Harry Potter.
See?
Whoa.
There it is. There it is.
Harry
There it
Potter
is.
knows no bounds.
Hate crime. Hate crime.
Hate crime.
This is a hate
Now
crime.
against English, right? There
I
it
am
is.
triggered. I need a safe
You do
space
need a
now.
safe space now.
You
It's
liberal
incredible.
snowflake.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you mail your complaints to 2200 Pennsylvania Avenue West for that one.
It's 1800.
1800? I think it's.
No, 2200 is where they keep Jared Kushner. There's his own little thing.
Well, I'm okay with him responding to complaint letters. He probably has nothing better to do.
Well, I mean, he's like Trump tasked him with like solving the Middle East crisis and curing. I think curing the opioid epidemic was in there, and
Was he doing
nuclear
something with the AIDS
proliferation
thing
and-
over in, where was it, Ghana or something?
No. If according to Trump, everything's easy. So
Well, it's like
Yeah.
so. I remember when I remember during the conventions when Trump was trying to find, or like maybe before then, when he was trying to get people to sign on as VP. It was like I think John Kasich or someone like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, you can be in charge of foreign and domestic policy. Okay, then what's Trump could be in charge of?
Twitter.
No, I shit you not. He said, "Making America Great Again."
You have got to be kidding me.
This is a legitimate conversation that apparently happened between I think it was probably Manafort at the time, and we see how that turned out, right?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff there.
And I mean, so apparently this whole thing happened with I remember this very distinctly. It's like you're gonna be charging of foreign policy. I don't do a Trump. I'm not gonna even bother.
You're going to
doing
be in charge of foreign and domestic affairs, and I'll be in charge of making America great again.
that. Make an offer he can't refuse.
We're gonna have the best deals. It'll be huge.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Huge. Yeah, big time, big league now.
Well, but it's like I'm trying to figure out like what does Trump do?
Twitter. Like I said,
Oh, okay, okay, he tweets, but as
he
president,
golfs.
I know he says a lot of
Okay, let me
inflammatory things.
rephrase the question. Sure. I think you know what I'm
We're not going down a good route. Wow, these are all
Well,
things
what
he
is
does.
he? What is he actually,
Watch Fox's News at Fox's?
Fox's News.
Fox's News.
Fox's
Fox
News.
News at 9
Listening
in the
to
morning.
Empire Carpet commercials.
Yes.
I saw that, like on Air Force One, you hear 800-588-2300 Empire. Empire Carpets, I expect a check.
Exactly, right? Yeah. Mail to 2200 Pennsylvania Avenue.
In care of Jared Kushner.
I love it.
You realize we're going to listen to this after we've edited it and go, what the fuck? We just
And
mentioned
then
the
we're going to
podcast.
post it, and it's going to be amazing.
Exactly. And are we going to listen to it before or after we sober up? Question.
Well, we got to edit it, so...
you gotta edit. Well, you gotta edit it drunk. I mean,
I suppose so. Otherwise, we
well,
lose most
two
of the
beers is not. 2 beers is the beginning of wisdom.
Well, wait,
not the end.
hold on. We're going to edit drunk? Isn't that like reverse of what you're supposed to do? You write drunk, you edit sober. That's like the rules of any essay. So
No,
shouldn't
you
be applied to
write
the podcast.
high, you edit drunk.
Oh, is that how that works?
Hi. Wait, is this when the drugs were getting involved? Well, shit.
Not
Here
that
we
we
are.
support such things, children of Canada.
None whatsoever, unless it's marijuana, which is almost legal. Wait, it is
Yeah,
legal.
listen to the Dare commercials. Just say no, because that's fucking possible.
Indeed, it is. Yeah, there's no such thing as peer pressure. It's totally fine.
No peer pressure. Awkward
No,
social
you don't
situations
understand.
or places you can't
What
get
what you're supposed to do in those situations is you're supposed to throw away the joint, run and scream, and get an adult.
And then apparently you're supposed to cook some eggs. I'm not really sure what that's about.
Something
This
about
is
making
your
your brain.
Yeah, someone bring your brain, or
brain.
you add heroin for flavor. I'm really not sure on that commercial.
Okay, so they had this is your brain on drugs commercial, but then they did an updated one with like some in the 90s with like some 90s rocker looking chick, but that's not all. This is what your family goes through, and she's smashing eggs with like a freaking frying pan, and your friends, it's like she's like beating up the crap out of her kitchen, throwing eggs everywhere.
They had
What
an
did
abundance
these
of
people
eggs
have
in the
against
90s.
eggs?
Yeah, the 90s were a weird time, man.
It's true, and the
It's when
60s
Friends came out, let's face it.
I like that. It's good. Very
Did you
good.
look at the waistlines? It's like they're up to the nipples and they're back again. With the kids and the waistlines and these young hot rodders.
If overalls with plaid shirts become popular, I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. Everything is just...
As in, you're retiring and wearing that for the rest of your life? Or?
Actually, I could... You know what?
There are a few communities I'm pretty sure Mike's very familiar with. that's the uniform.
Ooh, I get a hat, and I'm already working on the beard, so that could work.
Yeah.
We can call you brother. We can call you brother Josh.
Brother Josh.
Exactly. And here are the two people with
I'll just go-
majestic beards around this table, and
no.
me with a scratchy, scrubbly thing that I can't grow nothing.
You know what?
I'm looking at the outline though. You've got like you can actually grow like that little spot under your nose that I can't. I can grow like a reverse Hitler. I can grow everything. I can grow everything but the Hitler area.
Yeah, and I'm white enough that I could even play the Hitler guy in a movie, I guess. So maybe I could grow the mustache.
I don't think you need to tell the
I don't
audience
say-
that we're white. I think it's pretty fucking obvious that we're white.
Are we white? Are we white trash? Is
No,
it?
we're not white trash. I think it's just obvious.
Hold on a
that we're
second.
white.
You said Hitler guy. I'm pretty sure you say Hitler at this point.
Most people would know
most
what I'm
people
talking
understand the reference.
Yeah, I
so
suppose
we're a
so.
bunch of white people drinking, talking about Hitler on the internet.
This has gone south fast.
Ladies and
We're
gentlemen,
gonna-
you send your complaint letters to 2200 Pennsylvania.
We're gonna get a call.
We're gonna get care of Jared Kushner.
All right.
So my name's Donald.
Exactly.
That's Jared.
Exactly. There it is.
That's Paul.
Having a great time.
Paul, don't bring Paul McCartney into this. That is totally unfair.
Manafort.
Manafort.
Are you not paying attention? What's going on?
I
No,
think
I'm not
it's-
paying attention. I don't pay attention to what's 2 feet in front of me, much less like the conversation.
So, by the way, Chewbacca socks.
Chewbacca socks. Yeah.
Speaking of back to the original,
Exactly. Yeah, I like it. I want to get a pair of those. I'm wondering where I would go. I mean, the internet's a very big place. I could probably Google it, but I'm too
You know
lazy.
what? No, I'm not. Chewbacca socks sounds easy. That sounds like some Etsy or Amazon Prime or something. NATO socks.
NATO socks.
Not because I want a pair, because I'm dubious of an organization that's supposed to fight communism in 2017. But more that I'm just curious. Like, was there a conference?
Georgia.
No. Korea was a UN action that the Russians.
Serbia.
Okay, one at a time.
We'll deal with
Korea
our
was a-
gnomes one more.
Korea was a UN action, not a NATO action. Are you talking? I'm sure you're talking Korean War, right?
Are we talking 1950s Korean War? The ones on
I'm talking
Bosnia?
Whoa, we moved to Korea. I'm confused now. I went from Russia and
said
Eastern
Korea.
Europe to I said Crimea.
Crimea.
You need to enunciate. We're on a podcast now, Josh.
Southeastern Ukraine.
we annexed Crimea. Is Russian now. We have Russian people. We are now Russian. It's good.
He's nice. He's mine now.
He's-
You know
yeah,
what?
absolutely.
You know what's kind of cool about the Russians? So they have that uniform. It's like regular uniform camo drab, and then they have blue and white stripes as their shirt, which makes absolutely no sense.
How much time did you spend staring at the bosoms of Russian soldiers?
Probably too much time.
It's called incognito mode, and it's glorious.
Yeah, Chrome has that, right?
And
Was
does
it
your wife
Control
know
P?
about this?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, didn't know that you had that particular thing going on.
Well, you look at some uniforms, you start to wonder about things, and you just keep looking, and eventually end up down a rabbit hole in a little dark corner of the internet, which you had to pay some Ethereum for. It's fine, but
You're not even on Bitcoin at this point.
it's gotten that shady.
yeah, I too can confess, as a straight white male, a definitely straight white male.
I like where this is going.
Exactly. That during the last Olympics,
As
I
a
spent
side
way too
straight
much
right now, let's
time-
get all the words
all
right.
the words, straight, married, white male. I did spend way too much time during the last Olympics looking at the swimmers, the swimming thing going on.
I don't know if there's anything wrong with that.
Okay,
nothing wrong
you
with
know
that.
there's six-pack abs? What's his face? The U.S.
Phelps?
swimmer. Phelps. He's got like 12.
How does that happen?
How do you get 12 visual abs? Like, that's not supposed to be a thing. That is a phone, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know whose phone that is, but whoever's it is owes us beer next
Not
time.
me.
Who does that?
God, Josh. Oh, first with the ring, then with the.
You know what? My wife's asking what's your
Well, put her on speakerphone then.
Yeah, let's have her. She's our new guest. This is our guest, Josh's wife. Hello, wife of Josh.
They're like, okay. It's like, what are you texting during? We're supposed to be taking this seriously.
Yeah, and
we're gonna have to do a
welcome.
second take.
She looked for my phone because knowing that's gonna beep. That is
That's incredible. Yeah.
that's-
So, welcome, wife
Sorry,
of Josh,
Colin,
to 2 drinks in. By the way, have you met the qualifications?
She's
by
gonna end up
Colin?
listening to this.
Fantastic. There it is. I need
so-
to know if she's
so
going to
let's say-
participate. We need to know she's 2 drinks in. What is she drinking? How much? Save for the podcast.
I don't know. She may be
So-
2 drinks in. I don't know. It's,
So far
been
we
a
started
week for
talking
her.
about the sexiest prime minister alive. I admitted my feelings towards him. Now we've talked about
Russian
white guys
uniforms.
drinking. Our admiration for Adolf Hitler. No, we did not go there because that's not what we are. But
No.
white guys talking about Hitler, but admitting that they actually have gay feelings. So we're a microcosm of what's going on in the U.S. right now.
This is incredible. This is absolutely amazing.
Let the healing begin.
Yeah,
I forgot about healthcare. That's the one thing we missed in the microcosm.
We did miss
We
healthcare.
have to talk about John McCain. I mean, if we're going to talk about, like...
How does he kill a repeal of Obamacare? I actually have a little bit of mad
Easy.
respect for the guy. Not that
I
I
know,
liked
I know.
Obamacare to begin with, but it was a heck of a lot better than what they were doing before.
No kidding.
And repealing it entirely, super bad idea, unless you're going to replace it with something better, which they're not
where is
going
he
to
going?
do. I think he's going to go pee. I think Josh has left us now to go pee.
You've got 5 minutes left.
Yeah, right? What's
Okay,
going
we're
on?
gonna take the microphone in there.
I don't want to take the
microphone in.
I don't want to take the microphone in there because
Okay,
if we're taking the
he's
microphone
gesturing
in,
towards me, but I keep talking, so I can't hear what he's saying.
I like that.
So,
We should record for
we should record more and edit what he's saying. But no, we're gonna do this live, Josh, because we're professionals. This is the way professionals do things. Oh my god!
Isn't that
all right?
amazing?
So now we're down to 2 people. Like, this is the problem with 2 in. You know, it's like you drink so much beer. Okay, so going back to John McCain here.
Yeah.
Yes, he blocked the bill, but my problem is with John McCain is that he sided with Republicans in absolutely everything. The only reason he did not stand up and say it's wrong to repeal Obamacare, he was bitching about procedure.
Yeah.
Procedure. That's what he was claiming about. That there wasn't enough debate and this and that and the other, therefore. So rather than actually take a principled stand or like an actual moral stand saying, hey, maybe it's wrong to kick millions of people off of their health care without so much as a debate, he's more like, well, we didn't actually talk about it enough and it didn't go to this committee and that committee, so therefore... Okay, I guess the end result is the same, but for me it's really hard for me to stand up and applaud somebody who's never met a country he didn't want to bomb, who's never, like, he's the maverick, but he sided with every single Republican bill ever until the last couple. I mean, I don't know, maybe he's getting sentimental in his old age, I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe post heart attack or stroke or whatever it was he had there, maybe he
He
did
had
get
eyeball cancer.
Very
I think that's the medical term.
very eyeball cancer.
Eyeball
Oh,
cancer.
I'm all right with that. Very
And
good.
we have to welcome back Josh, who is...
Welcome back from the
Yes,
loo.
that pee break was brought to you by Diuretica. When you can't pee, take Diuretica.
Amazing.
I want to check.
That goes to
I honestly don't know
2200
if Diuretica
Pennsylvania
exists.
Avenue.
If it does, I want to check.
That's amazing.
Gesturing me to edit me
Yeah.
now. What do you think this is, Josh?
Exactly.
We
So-
don't edit.
So to fill you
I don't
in,
know
Josh-
how to edit.
Exactly.
We haven't figured the editing part out yet.
So to fill you in, Josh, we have so far agreed that John McCain is some kind of fascist because he opposed Obamacare for the wrong reasons. That's where have I got you about summarized properly there?
I don't think I used the word fascist.
No, I did, but I felt like it fit
What?
more.
No, okay, we jumped to John McCain as being... I mean, if there's a fascist in the U.S., let's call it for what it is. It's fucking Donald Trump. But John McCain, fascist, he is not. Crazy, perhaps, but not fascist. I think he does genuinely care about the American public as much as someone in his position can. But I do think that his motivations are somewhat moralistically based. I think he's got nothing to gain from on this decision at his point in his career, he's got nothing to gain to really make a name for himself or challenge. So I think if he's making this decision, only thing that one could really conclude is that he's making it on some sort of moral basis. Whether or not that morality is shaded in an infinite level of gray, which it probably is, I don't think he's got anything to gain by really challenging the Republican Party this way. He's not like he's going to try to run for president again.
He's not.
No.
So, I don't think he's got anything to gain from this. So why is he doing
I'm not
it?
even sure he can run for condo board president at this point.
Yeah, the health thing, I'm not really sure. I mean, it's not... Yeah.
So Josh says we should go for an hour.
But
the question is that who the hell's going to listen to it? This is what we're going to do. We're going to wrap it up at the 30-minute mark, which is coming up in about 30 seconds here. And then we're going to release the second part of this as a bonus part that if people want to listen to our insane ramblings, so we have the 30 minutes that we can guilt our wives and friends into actually listening to. And then we'll actually continue on for a bonus 30 minutes here.
Speak for yourself. I plan to tell my wife this never happened.
I'm sure she says that a lot, Mike. So, on that note, for 2 in, this is Tim.
This is Josh.
This is the very red-faced Mike.
And we'll see you on the bonus content.